All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai, Ba'ashamaka Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. We so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the Scriptures. So I want to go straight into this lesson dealing with the famine to come. But I want to declare the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus, who's about to bring judgment upon this earth. I want to declare in the ears of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans and tell you what is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. Whether you believe it, yes or no. So I want to jump straight into this lesson, going into the famine that is to come and why are the reasons they are engineering this famine. So I'm going to run this clip.
You do not control them. Where energy is cheap. Why? As the Dutch government, a guy called Rutte, the Prime Minister, completely owned by the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, why has he just announced that the Netherlands, the second biggest exporter of food in the world, is targeting farmers to destroy them and get them off the land, which is where all these farming protests in the Netherlands have come from. At a time of food shortages and supply chain problems, you are targeting the second biggest exporter of food in the bloody world to destroy its farming base. Why are you doing that? If people depend on you for what's left of the food, you control them. Where food is abundant and cheap, you do not control them. Where energy is cheap and abundant, you do not control them. Scarcity.
Alright. Just something where draw precept to mind. Some of this I will go for it quick. So this is 2nd Ezra 16. I want to say, let's see. Alright. So this is 2nd Ezra 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And that is how people think right now. Because them can go to them local supermarkets or them shops and get them goods. You see me? But the time is coming in which these goods are going to be scarce, yo. And not only food, yo, but other items that you need, essential items. So the scripture says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, because people are in a confused state. That's why it is written in Isaiah 33 verse 60. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And this is going to be one of the main reasons why a lot of people are going to bug out and you are going to have civil unrest, chaos in the streets. When people can't find their daily bread. That's when all hell are going to break loose, yo. And the elites are engineering this. So let's go back to this clip.
Scarcity equals dependency equals control. And that's why they're targeting the food chain, they're targeting the energy supply, they're targeting everything.
So let's see what them say. So them say Netherlands to close up to 3,000 farms to comply with EU rules. So you see where the instruction come from? Government tries to cut down on nitrogen pollution in a move set to reignite tensions with farmers who say the industry is unfairly targeted. The Dutch government plans to buy and close down up to 3,000 farms near environmentally sensitive areas to comply with EU nature. But how much people are aware of these things? A lot of people are clueless to what's going on, because everybody tune into these social media platforms. Isn't it? But what are they watching on these platforms, Nothing but niggerdom.
Great atmosphere in here.
Tilapia.
Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. So here we see the government in the Netherlands have announced they are going to close 3,000 farms. Yes, 3,000 farms. Now the Netherlands, it says here, produces 4 million cows, 13 million pigs, and 104 million chickens annually, and is Europe's biggest meat exporter. Yeah? These control freaks have been talking about wanting to stop people eating meat, abstain from eating meat, and here they are closing 3,000 farms in the Netherlands, Europe's biggest meat exporter. It says here the Dutch government is planning to buy and close down up to 3,000 farms near environmentally sensitive areas to be in compliance with EU environmental rules, it says. The CC33, that old chestnut, apparently it says here, in compliance with the EU rules, but actually, from what I was told, this is the Netherlands government actually going one step further than the EU rules, or much stricter than the actual EU rules. Correct me if I'm wrong here. It continues, the government will conduct a compulsory purchase of the farms. Farmers will be offered a deal well over the value of the farm, according to the government plan.
So you say who are going to control the farms? Your government, the state. So just think about it, When you want food, you see me? You have to go to your government. So any laws, any policies that get pushed, if you are not with these policies being pushed, what you think is going to happen, So I just want to jump straight into the scripts. So this is Ezekiel, I want to say 5, verse 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. And this is what the Lord is doing now. The Lord put it in the minds of the rulers to push forward this agenda, And they are the one gathering seeds, storing up seeds. They are the one closing down farms, buying up farmlands. We're one of the biggest farm owner since of late in America, Bill Gates. You can look up these information. You're supposed to ask yourself this question: why? What do they know that you are not aware of? So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, have spoken it. And the Lord had declared this, and him gonna bring it to pass, and the Lord have various ways to get this done, Cause a lot of spirits out there doing his bidding, yo. Whether you want to believe it, yes or no. And we are in such a time in which things will get worse and worse as the time progresses. I want to show you another clip. What's going on?
This is Dabu 7. I wanted to shed some light here on an issue that we're having here across the country where they're saying there is a very serious shortage of many different drugs here. Amoxicillin, Augmentin, Tamiflu, Albuterol, Tylenol. All of these erupting across the United States here recently. We also have some other alarming numbers. There was a record set in October for the number of parents that had to take off work to take care of sick children. And they're saying that this issue is exploding across the country. It's what they're trying to call a triple demic. When you're talking about COVID, the flu, and RSV, and there's all kinds of arguments here when it comes to that. But right now they're saying there's simply not enough medication to go around. One doctor says, been doing this decades, has never heard of a Tylenol shortage here in the United States, along with other medications. But for those of you that may run into this issue, sick kids or things of that nature, you might want to prepare because they're saying that this stuff is disappearing. That we have not even got to the heart of flu season yet. Winter's still a month away officially, and that this is the situation. So I just wanted to put the heads up out there and let folks know that if you can get your hands on some of these medicines, do so. I also know people that are in the medical field that are talking about how cancers and all these other things have exploded.
I wonder why. So that's showing you have not only food, people are finding it hard to get, isn't it? But all of these medications that people take, they're gonna find that hard to get as well, yo. Cause as I say, people not understand the narrative being pushed by the elites, yo. They're gonna control the way of life, yo. Wanna move, wanna eat, wanna buy. And that's a system being implemented right now under our nose, yo. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai, he's right, he's risen up pastors to declare his words in the ears of the elect, yo. To prepare them in mind for what's to come. Because to the world, what we're saying, it don't make any sense. But as it is written in Ezekiel 33, verse 33, and when it is come to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. And the famine is coming, yo. And as I have been saying for a while now, yo, famine is going to be one of the main catalysts of civil unrest around the world, yo. So hope this was edifying. With that, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kwadash. Shalom.